Nigeria as a nation is one that is facing a whole lot of troubles economically, politically, and civil unrest within its citizens. It has been a funny nation because as a country before now, we used to have peace, economic stability, and friendship and love within ourselves. But the last 1 year has been funny. Coupled with that, we have a conversation of the president's health that people are wondering, where is President Buhari? 2 days ago, the vice president was in London and he got back and said the president is doing fine and he sends his regards. But then, people have the doubt with that conversation because it is Nigeria, it is politicians, and they've taught us never to trust anything that they say. It is Mr. T-Tech, and I say welcome to another brilliant episode of Streetizens on Amajua TV. Today's conversation is, should we finally have an explanation to the president's health status? Should the citizens be made aware of what's happening to the president? It is Mr. T-Tech. Let's go hear from the citizens and let's know if they all want to know where President Buhari is pertaining his health.
If the president is honest with himself, he should tell Nigerians what is happening to him.
Being the president of Nigeria, there are things that shouldn't be disclosed.
Things say the health of the president is supposed to become public knowledge.
Of course, he is our president. We should know what is happening to our president. We should know how our president is faring. We should know his health condition. He's our president. We elected him. It's our democratic right to know the condition of our president. Yes, it should be a public view, a public opinion. It should be discussed publicly. They should update us on the day-to-day improvement or depreciation of the president's health. It's our right. You're welcome.
So, you don't think that it is personal business?
President, once you become a president, you become public figure. Yes. You are a president to serve the people, not to serve yourself.
Yes.
That's an oath of office of a president, and it's a constitution.
Yes.
Once you become a president, you are no more serving yourself. You are serving more than 250 million Nigerians. President, to be a president is a commitment, is a call to duty. If the president is honest with himself, he should tell Nigerians what is happening to him. And if he's actually ill, and he has Nigerians at heart, and he loves his country, and he sees himself as a real leader, he should resign, respect himself, and go to his village and stay. That is what is called a national leader.
Yes.
You don't cling to power by all means.
No.
Power belongs to God.
Yes.
When President Yar'Adua was ill, it was the same Buhari that made this statement. I quote, Buhari was more forthcoming when he further said the Federal Executive Council must save the nation from the current agony by declaring the president incapacitated to pave the way for his impeachment. This is President Buhari talking to Nigerians about the situation of a country as of the time President Yar'Adua was ill as a president. Let me continue, let me finish. Insisting that the Constitution has specific provision on how an ailing president could be succeeded, even as he noted that the refusal by the Federal Council to respect and apply the constitutional provision had led to the present crisis in the country as of then, when Yar'Adua was ill. Buhari further said that if the FEC had acted in accordance with the Constitution by invoking the necessary section to declare the president incapacitated, we would not have found ourselves in this present situation as of that time when there was crisis. Whether Yar'Adua should resign or not. You see, what comes around goes around. You understand? Buhari should respect himself and resign. And let us move forward.
You think they compulsory when they tell us what will happen?
It's very, very compulsory, very, very necessary to us Nigerians. Because if in some other countries, I don't think they can cook without their president for, like me say, like a month, without doing riot or protesting or other things. You know, I see Nigeria as one of the most patient countries.
Being the president of Nigeria, there are things that shouldn't be disclosed. It could be because of his political stature. It could be as well because of his family issues. You know, there are things that you need to preserve. There are things you need to let go out of the basket. So as a result, I personally, I deem it fit that there are things that should be kept secret and there are things that should be made public. You understand?
So his health status
should,
one of those things
that should be kept secret for now.
Yes, I think so.
Don't you think it's just a business for him and his family members?
No, he's the president of Nigeria, so I think it should be something that the nation should know about it. The citizens of the nation should know about it.
We should know how our president is. We should know his health status. That's important. Because as a number one citizen of the country, whatever happens to the president, the citizen must know.
From my own opinion, from my view, is that he should resign.
Okay.
Yes, he should resign, but on the earth level, they should still keep it on a low key.
Why it shouldn't be compulsory?
Why do you say so?
Because it is personal affair.
But don't you feel like him being the president of Nigeria, his business has become our business?
Yeah, it is, but it doesn't make it compulsory for him to declare his state of health. Yeah, for the father is our president. Yeah, he just had that privacy to himself.
Do you think the health status of President Buhari should be made public knowledge?
Yeah. Because he's our president. We need to know his health condition. And we are very worried. Like some people, there is rumors here and there that maybe the president is not even maybe he's not even alive or something. Maybe he's living a dangerous life. You don't understand. People have been complaining, even in my area. Like in my area, people arguing in Vendon that it may be in full Vendon, they're complaining that people are even arguing. They don't even know whether the man is alive.
But the vice president saw him 2 days ago. Okay. And he said he's recuperating fine and he's going to be back in Nigeria anytime soon. Don't you think that's a reason for us to feel like we should chill?
Many people will not believe that. There will still be some doubts. There will still be some in their mind, like because it happened to our previous president. So people are still doubting it. They want to see him. They want to see him. They want to see him. They want to see him in person.
Yes, of course.
You don't think it's his personal business?
No, it's not a personal business.
Why you feel? Why you have that feeling?
I think as a president, you have a responsibility and you have people to rule, to take care of. Whatever goes wrong, you come out, you explain, you address the people, you tell them the situation on ground. You will know, okay, the president is fine to take care of this country, it's not fine. They will know what next to do.
Well, of course, it should. It's the right of Nigerians to know their president's health status. But at the same time, I want to encourage Nigerians to, with good spirit, pray for the president of the country. With good spirit, not sentiment. Pray for the president, but the health of the president should be made known to Nigerians.
Okay, so I'm just going to ask a question.
Okay.
You said he should pray for the president, but when we don't know what is wrong with him, how do we pray for him?
Well, just like Otiba just came, we should be believing people. The vice president came, the acting president came back and said he met President Buhari in good health. But however, we should believe him, but we should know exactly how is he recuperating, at what state, is the president. We need to know, but meanwhile we need to pray for him. And
yes, as far as I'm concerned, it's supposed to be public. The reason why I say so, because we democratically voted him, and it's a government of change. Therefore, and if you can remember what happened with the former president Yar'Adua, this is the same problem we have. There are so many sycophants, or I can say people that are hiding the real information of what is going on with the former president, and it has happened to that way. Therefore, the same thing this one is supposed to make it publicly, because people voted for them, and we are in the era of change.
Of course, it should.
Why do you think so? Don't you think it's a private affair between him and his family members?
As long as I am concerned, I know that he's the president of the country and he's the public property. So whatever that happens to him should be made publicly.
Every Nigerian deserves the right to know how their president is doing.
You don't think that it's a personal affair with him and his family members?
Then his presidency, is it a personal thing? All Nigerians have a right to know his health condition and how he's doing. In fact, we need periodic update on his health condition if there is improvement.
He's the president of Nigeria. Nigerians need to know his whereabouts, his health status, so that while they are praying, they also pray with direction. His health status should be made public.
Why do you think so? Don't you think it's don't you think it's his business?
No, it is. Buhari is no more his
his own self. As a leader, he's leading a country of over 160 million population. I don't think it's fair to keep it a secret to the populace, you understand, about his health status. I don't think it's fair.
You think, say, the health of the president is supposed to be public knowledge to everybody?
Yes, of course. Yes.
Why? You know, few say that just business of him and a family member.
No. This is we are in a democracy, and I believe this nation belongs to all of us. And if he called us his son and his children being the head and trying to hide his health to his children, that means he's not telling us the truth. And there are something fishing out behind it, because if he is my father, I am 100% right to know his health condition.
But the vice president was in London 2 days ago, and he said the president is doing fine and he is back to Nigeria soon.
Anybody can go and come back and tell us that president is fine, whereby we have media, social media that can televise and bring him up to the TV. We can hear from him, speak to him. We have information minister that cannot give us, even tell us the truth about his health. So many things is happening in this country, of which sometimes it baffles me. I wonder if there are people who can really come out to speak the truth, to tell us about what is really happening in Nigeria.
It is still Mr. T. Tega for Modular TV, and you're still watching Streetizens. You've had the conversations with Nigerians. A couple of them have said his health status should be protected. A couple of them have said he is the president of Nigeria. We need to know what's happening to the president. We as a people can only hope that the president gets better and come back and come give us the goodies he promised us as Nigerians. It is Mr. T. Tega. Don't forget to subscribe on Modular TV, and I'll see you all on the next episode of Streetizens. Go have a good day, and bye-bye.